ELIAS Pettersson and Brock Boeser have combined for 9 points! Oh my god! The Vancouver Canucks just beat the Colorado Avalanche. It was a 7-6 game, and these two, Brock and ELIAS, 7 total goals for the Vancouver Canucks. Pettersson with 2 goals and 3 assists. Brock Boeser with 2 goals and 2 assists. 9 total points, 5 for Pettersson, 4 for Boeser. You guys might be like, okay, this is just not a good video already. The guy is kind of like hyperventilating right here. What is with this narrator, this commentator, this host? Screw you guys. This is incredible, and I'm freaking out right now. And anybody who's been watching this game is freaking out too, because I don't even know what to say. First off, I didn't expect them to win, because coming into this game, I was like, okay, McKinnon, Rantanen, they're really good, you know, they're like absolutely phenomenal players. McKinnon probably could have won the Hart last year, it's all good, right? But the game starts, and immediately I'm walking home. I was at badminton club today after school, so I was like a bit late coming back, but I got a notification on my phone around 7:05 or whatever, maybe 7:10, something like that, and it was just Brock Boeser, 58 seconds, a goal. And I was like, oh my god, and then I looked at Twitter and I was like, oh my god, Pettersson set up Boeser. That's a goal and an assist for this duo right here. Pettersson with the assist, Boeser with the goal. Awesome. That is completely awesome. I love that. This might be it, right? Like, I was just looking at it like, okay, cool. Pettersson got a point, Boeser got a point. This is a great game. I love it. This was the best thing we could ask for. But we kind of got a little bit more gifts now, didn't we? Brock Boeser in the second period also got himself a second goal. Now, just a disclaimer, this is not a game recap, this is just me talking about these two players. Brock Boeser got himself a very good snipe, but this was a snipe that was insinuated by an ELIAS Pettersson in the Vancouver zone behind the Vancouver blue line, who took the puck, absolutely rifled it down the ice, bounced off the boards behind the Colorado goal line, popped right in front to a Brock Boeser who was speeding in. He one-times it over the glove. It's in the net. Far side snipe. That was reminiscent of Henrik Sedin. Seriously. ELIAS Pettersson with that fantastic playmaking ability, playing the puck off the environment and bouncing it in front to the open man. That was Boeser's second goal of the game. That was Pettersson's second assist of the game. And at this point, I was freaking out because, like, oh my god, they got 2 points! That's great! We got 4 points for these two players! Boeser and Pettersson, each with 2 points. That's awesome! But the gifts just kept on giving. Louis Eriksson, he got himself his first of the season. Great for him. Awesome. Like, I couldn't have expected Louis Eriksson to gone the entire season without a goal, so you know what? It's great that he gets one here. He gets himself a really good shot off of the bouncing puck, and he beats the goaltender far side. Really good for him. That was on a really big screen right out in front. Then, ELIAS Pettersson. At the end of the second period, ELIAS Pettersson grabs himself the 4-4 goal. This one was assisted by Roussel and Stecher. The puck is loose. Stecher comes in with a really good shot. He wrists it, absolutely flows with the puck through his body. Just fantastic form of a shot right there. The puck is bouncing right in front. Roussel gets a touch on it, then Pettersson on the backhand just like swipes at it. It's in the net. The game is tied. Going out of the second period, Pettersson with his 3rd point in the game. And at this point, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're so good. Brock Boeser has 2 goals. Pettersson has a goal and 2 assists. This is 5 total points for these two players. This is awesome. It's been a really high-scoring game, and at the end of the second period, the shots were basically like 17-17 or something like that, and the score was 4-4. So the goaltenders, really, Grubauer and Markstrom, I'm sorry guys, but you guys just weren't good statistically speaking, letting in things all the time. I'm not trying to say that they were bad in this game. I'm saying that statistically speaking, they were not really that good. But going into the third period, the Avs start things off with a Nikita Zadorov goal. Granlund gets himself a really good goal off of a fantastic screen by Adam Gaudette on the power play. Granlund feeding things off of his own shot, it was really nice. Then Nathan MacKinnon scores. And McKinnon scores with like a minute 30 left in the third on the power play off of a Bo Horvat penalty that you could debate whether or not that should have been a penalty. But McKinnon, it's the outcome of this fantastic string of offense from this Colorado Avalanche team. Rantanen, Landeskog doing some pretty passing. Girard's out there, offensive threat. McKinnon receives the pass out in front, and he absolutely one-times it. You can't stop that. No chance on that one. It was a fantastic play. Great players make great plays, and that's what the Colorado Avalanche did on that 6-5 goal. But then, just a minute later, ELIAS Pettersson gets another one! Oh my god! This one was crazy! Like, the whole building was buzzing. Everybody was just watching it, and we were like, oh my god, what's happening? And then Pettersson, the puck finds its way in front. Boeser is behind the net. The goaltender leaves the puck for the Colorado defenseman. Boeser steals it, sort of. He pokes it over to Horvat, who's beside the net. Horvat then throws it out in front through the slot. Pettersson is there, wastes zero time. Absolutely zero time. He just has it, comes onto his stick, and immediately he lifts it up, and it's in the net. And that is ELIAS Pettersson's second goal of the game, fourth total point. That is Boeser's first assist of the game and his third point. And everybody is looking at this like, oh my goodness, this pair! They got themselves 7 points! Pettersson with 4 points, Boeser with 3! Let's go to overtime, baby. And this is when everybody was like, okay, because the Colorado Avalanche took a penalty here. ELIAS Pettersson got himself a breakaway, and then he was slashed or hooked or whatever it was. Could have been a penalty shot, but it wasn't. It was a power play instead. And the Vancouver Canucks come out with Bo, Brock, ELIAS, and Derek Pouliot, who... he made a few mistakes in this game, we'll just establish that right away, but Pouliot has the puck, he takes a shot, and it goes off the crossbar, and then the puck bounces off of the Colorado defenseman and it goes in. That is a goal by Pouliot, assisted by Pettersson and Boeser. Oh my goodness, Pettersson with 5 points, 2 goals and 3 assists, Boeser with 4 points, 2 and 2. These two guys have just totally taken the NHL by storm, and it came against a Colorado team that allowed that to happen. And I say that because the Colorado team is just so good at scoring goals, and the Vancouver Canucks allowed themselves to match that. Boeser and Pettersson, man. Boeser was a different Boeser tonight than we've seen in the past few games. This is the 2018 Brock Boeser that we just saw out there. After that first goal, Boeser was just so tenacious in a way that we haven't really seen since last year before he got injured. He was taking the puck in on himself, walking it in, almost like Virtanen, just bringing it into the zone, shooting it, good rebounds or whatever. This one was just so good for Boeser, and almost like a wake-up call, to be honest, because this was the game where Boeser came in and he was like, yep, it's the same Boeser from last year. You got that 100% guarantee. And again, this is not a game recap. I'm not talking about how Jacob Markstrom let in 6 goals. Oh man, we're not going to talk about Jacob Markstrom and his .793 save percentage, or Grubauer and his .811 save percentage. It was just not a good statistical game for the goaltenders, but for the fans at Rogers Arena and everybody at home watching this game, this was a blessing. ELIAS Pettersson is now at 15 total NHL points in 9 NHL games played. Oh my goodness. People were looking at Pettersson. He came into this game with 7 goals and 3 assists, and a lot of people kind of once in a while brought up the topic that, wow, he's over 2 times the amount of assists and goals. Like, that's not necessarily sustainable and all that, isn't it? Well, he evens things up here now. He's got himself 9 total goals in 9 games played, and in those same 9 games, he has himself 6 assists, which is much better. 15 total points for the man. And Brock Boeser is out here. He got himself 2 goals coming into this game. He's now got himself 4 goals in a total of 13 games played and 7 NHL assists. 11 points in 13 games for Brock Boeser. He is all of a sudden back in the hunt for that point per game just under a point per game pace that he was at last season. Ah, I love it. ELIAS and Brock. The future is now. They are elite players. We, the elite over here in the Vancouver Canucks, Brock Boeser and ELIAS Pettersson, totally stole the show. I mean, McKinnon kind of stole the show too, and the goaltender's poor performance kind of also had an impact. Derek Pouliot literally stole the show because he's the guy who got the game-winner goal, but you know what? The focus is on the two guys who combined for 9 points. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Plus, this is Rosa saying gaming, and bye.